Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's edition of Ayeloyin Talk TV. As promised yesterday, I told you I will be talking about how a woman can make her husband happy. Yesterday we talked about how a man can make his wife happy, but today it's the turn of the women. How do you make your husband happy? That is what we are going to discuss today. Today being the seventh day of Ramadan, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Without wasting much of our time, because we have a time frame that we are working towards, I will start by mentioning the first step for a woman to do if you want your husband to be happy and you want him to be very friendly to you. Number one is always tell him he is handsome. Never tell your husband he's old. Never tell him he's weak. No. Compliment him. Just tell him he's handsome. If he's not handsome, make him handsome. If you want him to have some, he have his own way of styling himself, but if you think there's something he has to do, you are a woman. There should be a way you introduce it to him. Make him look as you want him to. You don't force him to do anything. No. Anything you want him to do, you discuss it. Never force him, even if you are richer than he is. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Muhammad, his wife Khadija, is far much richer than the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but he went solo to him. He gave everything up for her husband. That is how you should do. You should always tell your husband he is handsome. Never compare him with your ex. Oh my goodness. Saying, oh, if not for so, look at him. Or compare him to your friend's husband. Never do that. He is what he is. Always appreciate him as he is and tell him he is handsome always. He will be handsome only if you make him handsome, if you call him handsome. Even if everybody says he's handsome, if you don't tell him he's handsome, he will never admit he is handsome. So tell him he's handsome all the time. That is number one. Number two is appreciate anything it does for you. If you buy you a gift or a present on your birthday or anything or on your wedding anniversary or anything, appreciate it no matter how cheap it is. Appreciate it. Don't say, you getting this for me? Even if it doesn't know what you want, it might not understand your taste too much. You might stylishly tell him what you want. On my birthday, I'm expecting so things. So that will give him a clue of what he will be getting you. Not that he will get something and you say, oh, I don't want this. No, is this what your kind of men do to their husband? Mr. So bought a car for his wife. Why can't you buy him a car? Don't do that. Appreciate every little thing he did for you. That's number two. Number three, satisfy him emotionally. Never starve him. Never use, if you know his weak point, never use it against him. Never use it to fight him. Please, always please him emotionally. I wonder why some women will say, he raped me. Why will your husband rape you? Never let that come out from you. Because I'm saying this from experience, from what I read, from the biblical experience I have. And coupled with the experience I have as a married man. So satisfy him emotionally, because if you don't give it to him, he will find it somewhere else if he wants to. So that shouldn't be an option, okay? Number four, be supportive. Be supportive. Support him in everything he does. And don't dare him. Don't be daring. Don't be daring. You say, I dare you. What can you do? Don't be daring, please. Anything he does, be supportive. If you have to spend, like, say, you have to spend like $100 in the house, if you have $20 or even $50, or even if you can foot all the $100, foot it. And you tell him at the end of the day, you are owing me. Never dare him, even if he does something that tempts you into saying you dare him. Never do it, okay? Being that's number 4. And number 5, always put down your phone when you are talking with him. I happen to be a victim of that as well. I'm so glued to my work, to my phone, because that is where my work is. I have to get notification of my working, so that is why I pick one and go for it. So I'm always on it, and my wife doesn't like it. The same thing applies to you. Try to fix it. Don't be glued to your phone when he's around. Give him some attention, okay? Being number 5. And number 6, whenever you get yourself something, get one for him as well. Buy him a present. When you buy something for you, remember to buy for him as well. And there are some attributes. They are very animalistic. If you happens to fall into one of this category, you will never have a happy home, and your husband will never be happy with you. Number 1, don't be like a dog. You shouldn't be attributed to the attitude of a dog. We know a dog always barks. A woman who always shouts at her husband is a dog. Don't shout at him. I know you have your right. I know you don't want to see yourself as a second in command. You want to be the same level with him. No, never raise your voice to him. Always let him have his way. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you love him. Dialogue with him. Don't be attributed with the attitude of a dog. That is one of the animalistic behaviors we women shouldn't have. As a woman, don't have that attribute towards your husband if you want him to be happy. Secondly, don't be a hawk. In other words, an ego, a know-it-all, a busybody. Hawk sees everything. Some sort of security outfit, they will draw an eagle in their logo that it sees everything. Don't be a know-it-all woman. You know everything that is going on in every household, in the neighborhood. You are everywhere. Everybody knows you to be a gossip. Don't be like that. Your husband will never be happy with you if everybody calls you a gossip. That no, she knows everything. Just go to her. She will tell you. Don't be like that. That's number 2. And number 2, don't be a mouse. Don't be a thief. A thief. If he gives you something, he gives you. Don't steal from him. Never steal from your husband. No. Let him be peaceful. Let him trust you with money. That if you put something here, she won't take it. But you take something, you don't even want to let him know you are the one that took it. That is so bad. If you do like that, that means you are a mouse. So don't be a mouse in your own household. No, let him trust you. That if I leave any money there, she won't touch it. And if she will have to touch it, she will tell me. And if he said you can't touch it, just don't touch it, okay? And number 4, don't be a pig in your house and everywhere else. Don't be a pig. Everybody knows a pig doesn't take care of itself. You have to take care of him. Don't be dirty. Don't pile your laundry. If you know you'll be doing your laundry every Friday, let it be every Friday. If it be in 2 days, let it know when you do your laundry. Stop piling stuff until there's nothing to wear for the kids. Then that will be when you want to clean up the house. Don't litter around. Let your house be as clean as new all the time. So don't be a pig. If you're a pig, your husband will never be happy with you. Another one is don't be a snake. A snake woman is someone that looks very peaceful, but inward, she's very troublesome. Everybody will see her as very peaceful. She's very good to everyone, but when it is to her husband, she's a beast. You know, the kind of woman that her husband finished from work maybe around 5 or 6, latest by 7 he should be home, but he dare not go home because he knows there is trouble waiting for him. So he will just hang around somewhere. He doesn't have any friend, he doesn't take, he doesn't drink, he doesn't club. But because of his wife, he's afraid to come home. He will now go to one club, drinking pop and water. Don't let your husband be afraid of coming home because of you. And the last one, don't be a ram or an he-goat. A he-goat or a ram, someone that you just want to fight always. You want to hit someone. You want to exchange punches. No, a beautiful woman doesn't fight. That should be somehow you mediate between disputes. Don't fight anymore. Don't throw punches. Don't throw your hand. You're too beautiful for that. And the last one is you would like to be a sheep. Some people might call you dumb. They might say you're too gentle, you're too easy for him. Be easy for him, not because of today, but because of tomorrow. Be a sheep. Let them call you mumu. Let them say you are crazy. Do it for your husband. Let anything, be ready to give him anything. And don't associate with his enemies when you're angry with him. You know they don't like him and you associate with them just because to infuriate him. Don't do that. God will not let us go apart because that should be the last option. That should be divorce. And one of the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ said, Abgadul halal ilallahi at-talaq. The last thing to do in a relationship is divorce. That would be after you've tried everything and nothing worked. That would be the only time. And God is not happy seeing couples going separate ways. Allah will protect our household. Everything that is bothering our heart, for the sake of this Ramadan, Allah will lift them off, inshallah. Say Amen always, and remember me as well in your prayers. Don't forget, if you are new to this channel, this is Island Talk TV. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe, comment, and give us thumbs ups. Until tomorrow, when I'll be back with another edition of Island Talk TV, I say, Ma'asalam. Wa ila lika.